Hello everyone, this video is in our Engine Snack series. I'm Grandmaster Matthew Sadler, and today we are going to have a look at a typical trap. Well, it's a trap that's most commonly seen in the Closed Sicilian, and there have been many Grandmaster victims in that opening. And well, what we see now is Leela against RubiChess implementing this idea in a slightly different opening. The English opening, in fact. Let's have a look at the trap first of all. Just to illustrate it, I'm going to take the game Bilek, very strong Hungarian grandmaster, against an equally strong grandmaster from Romania, Florin Gheorghiu. And this was played in Bucharest 1968. So this is a Closed Sicilian, and Bilek plays it with his trademark knight h3 idea. Now this looks quite inoffensive, but actually against black's very natural developing moves there's a horrific point to it, because white can just play f5 in this position. Now white's threatening f6, and if black plays the move f6, I can tell you this is pretty horrific for black. The bishop on g7 is horrifically blocked. Weak light squares, white just plays g4 and starts just attacking on the king side. It's just very, very dangerous indeed. So g takes f5 is what black wants to do, but then we go e takes f5, bishop f5, and surprisingly enough, rook takes f5, queen, bishop e4, important, knight fd4, queen h5. And well, we're attacking h7 here, and knight g5 is coming in as well. So for example, if you were to play the move f5, then I could play something pretty much like bishop d5, and then knight g5, and after h6, queen g6. H takes g, queen h5, checkmate. So well, after queen h5, Gheorghiu had to allow rook e8, and then queen h7 check, king f8, bishop g5, followed by rook f1, knight d5, all that sort of stuff, and yeah, Bilek won in 20 moves, delivering mate in actual fact. Oh, let's just show you that one, shall we? Queen here, knight d5, rook e6, rook f1, knight takes c2, not quite sure how relevant that is, bishop g6, knight d4, bishop h6, takes and mate. A very nice game. Now, moving on, we're going to see the position after 24 moves in Leela RubiChess, just played now in the TCC Swiss 2. And Leela has just played f4. English opening, you can tell that it's a bit different, and yet the contours are the same. And in this position, RubiChess played the move a takes b5, which turned out to be extremely incautious, because Leela spotted the idea of knight takes c7, queen takes c7, and now f5. Yeah, I mean, if black plays g takes f5 now, then e takes f5 and the rook on a8 hangs. So Ruby played bishop d7, c takes b5, rather nasty, the knight is coming to c4. Knight f6, knight c4 attacking b6 and g4, and again we've got this this bind on the king side. Strong pawn on f5, bishop restricted by that. Yeah, pawn storm brewing if black does nothing. After takes, d5, a little bit desperate, knight e3. Leela was in complete control, getting ready to line up on the g file. So Ruby got a little bit desperate here, but well, it just ended up as a very clear win for Leela. But all starting with this f5 break, which yeah, Ruby was incautious enough to allow. And you know, I've mentioned it many times before, but again, this is the key thing that that's so important and so instructive about watching Leela play engines that are slightly weaker. You know, because when Leela or Stockfish play against each other, all of these things are anticipated and you don't see them. For example, I mean, in this position, after f4, Leela was looking to play some very interesting stuff. There was knight to d5, takes bishop d7. This was one idea. Takes, e takes f4, bishop f4, rook a7. This was one Leela idea. But you see, once again, Leela is opening up the position, not allowing white to get a bind. Another idea that Leela had was bishop takes d5, takes, and after ab, it was playing e takes f4 and then g5, just getting rid of this f4 pawn and securing some dark squares on the king side, for example after takes and then knight g6. I think you can really learn so much from Leela's games in particular. I mean, Stockfish also does this magnificently, of course, but especially Leela, in these sort of positions about, it senses that there's going to be a long-term problem with its position, and then it finds some excellent ways to free up some space in its position and ensure that it's not going to get completely squeezed and squashed. So yeah, very instructive moment, lovely win by Leela, and but funny, to see a trap that you recognise from one opening being applied in another opening like this. Okay, thanks very much for watching. See you in the next video.